This level is actually like crazy good. I just love how it's really open, but also really just like. Sonic Adventure is almost a perfect game, and I would like to tell you guys why. To start off, you can choose any character that you want. What this does for you is it lets you pick the type of character stages that you'll be doing. So if you only wanted to play the game for the Sonic stages, you can just do that. Now I want to go over each character's playstyle. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Gamma, and Big the Cat. Before I start, I played this game on Steam using these mods. By the way, the Supersonic mod doesn't do anything until after you beat the game. And starting with Sonics, I loved these levels. They were so open, but also they weren't too open. They give you a lot of space to just build up speed. Before I played this game, I never really appreciated non-boost meta Sonic. Even though I've already played games like Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 06, to me those games just weren't good enough for me to want Sega to go back to pre-boost Sonic. Sonic Adventure does a great job at mixing speed with good parkour, which many modern Sonic games fail in comparison to Sonic Adventure. Another thing that it does better than modern Sonic games is it keeps itself 3D. This might be personal, but I like 3D Sonic more than I like 2D Sonic. The only thing I don't really like about Sonic's story is that you still have to fly the plane, even though you do it in Sonic and Tails' story. Speaking of, now we move on to Tails. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I really enjoy his levels. To me, they might even be better than Sonic's. Most of them just being reused Sonic levels didn't really change anything for me. I liked how you're always racing someone even if it's nearly impossible to lose against them. There is also his combat. He can jump on enemies or swing his tail. You don't really use his combat that much unless you're in a closed zone like the casino. I think that the snow level with Tails is also cooler than Sonic's because it has like the jump boost pads, and I don't think that Sonic had those. Also, comparing his levels in Sonic Adventure 1 to Sonic Adventure 2, they were a lot faster paced and actually make you feel like you're playing Tails instead of a robot. Knuckles. His levels are good, but not anything above that. That could just because I'm not the biggest fan of treasure hunting though. His levels are fun because you can traverse through areas that Sonic couldn't. Since Knuckles can climb and glide, it's very convenient to explore his levels. And that's kind of the whole objective of his levels. In Knuckles levels, you have to find the missing shards of the Master Emerald. Unlike Sonic Adventure 2, Knuckles can track multiple shards at once. But unlike Sonic Adventure 2, the levels are a lot smaller. And also the hints are too obvious. The hints will literally just take you to the Emerald. Now, Amy. She is a fairly boring character to play as. It's very hard to build up speed with her, and she has no instant speed abilities like Sonic Spin Dash, Tails Flying, or Knuckles Gliding. But she has a hammer that she can swing to boost herself up. Her levels mostly consist of running away from Zero, which is a green robot made by Eggman. I think she'd be better if she was a little faster, but overall she's not that fun to play as. Gamma, or E102. He is what the mech stages in Sonic Adventure 2 should have been like. He's fast, and there's more open zone to run around in. He's a creation of Dr. Eggman, and his story revolves around him turning against Dr. Eggman. And to be honest, I don't really have anything to say about him. His levels are really similar to Sonic. Big the Cat. He's a very boring character. His levels consist of fishing for a frog, and that's about it. You don't really do anything else. It's really boring. But at least the story is shorter than all the other ones. It only takes like 15 minutes to complete. Also, here's just the last boss fight of the story. That's literally it, and then his story's over. Now, I just want to take a moment to say the cutscenes are so hilariously bad. The lip syncing on the character sucks, and the facial expressions are so funny. Now, the story's pretty good. The story's about how Chaos got locked inside of the Master Emerald, and then Dr. Eggman broke the Master Emerald to unseal Chaos, and he wanted to test if the legend that if you give him a Chaos Emerald he turns even more powerful was true. It was most definitely true. The bosses in this game, they aren't bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. Most of the bosses are just waiting for an opportunity to attack, and that's not exactly my favorite way to fight bosses. Personally, I think the final boss is way too easy. It only takes a total of 6 hits, and also you don't even have to aim for Chaos, you just have to walk into him. I still think the final boss is really cool, but it could have been cooler. Also, can we appreciate Sonic's strength development? Because in Sonic Generations, Sonic beat Perfect Chaos with no super form. Alright, I think that's going to be the end of the video. Please subscribe, like, also comment what Sonic game I should play next and review. Alright, goodbye.